Bonjour. Today I would like to take a look at the formation of adjectives in French, especially the ones that stem from verbs. So, on the left, right here, you have a list of verbs. Créer, to create, posséder, to possess, ennuyer, to bore, perturber, to disturb. So all these are four verbs. And out of these four verbs, we get adjectives. So this is the masculine adjective for each verb, and here you have the feminine one. So we'll take a look at how they are built. So you will see right there that the endings are all different. So you take a verb like créer, for instance. Créer is going to use acteur, masculin, actrice, féminin. Donc créer, on obtient, créateur et créatrice. Of course, if you write down the word, you don't need to put the hyphen. I just use the hyphen so you can see the separation. Acteur, actrice, from créer. What does this mean? Créateur, créatrice. This simply means who does the action of. Qui fait l'action de. Donc, créateur is something qui fait l'action de créer. Let's take a look at the other ones. If now I take posséder, and what do I get as adjective? I get these two. In the masculine, it is if this time, not acteur, and Yves. Donc posséder ici va me donner possessif au masculin et possessive au féminin. So you might have a question. So how do we know if it is acteur, if, Yves, acteur? There is no way to know, to be honest with you. I'm just trying to explain how the adjectives are built. Then it's your duty to learn the adjectives as you find them, but you cannot make your own recipe and build your own adjectives like that. So sometimes you will have sometimes you're gonna have sometimes you're gonna have acteur, sometimes you're gonna have Yves. It's very different. So let's come back to our lesson. So in this case, posséder, to possess, you will get masculin possessif, féminin possessive. And what does possessive mean? It simply means who does the action of owning. Okay, so it's someone who owns, someone who possesses the stuff. Qui possède. All right. Now let's move on with the next one. With the next one, we have ennuyer, so to bore, to be bored. Ennuyer gives us ennuyeux in the masculine and, ennuyeuse in the feminine. Ennuyer, ennuyeux, ennuyeuse. And once again, it's the same thing. It means who does the action of. Donc, ennuyeux, ennuyeuse. Une personne ennuyeuse, a boring person, It is someone qui fait l'action d'ennuyer. Or you can just conjugate the verb and you can write qui ennuie. Okay, I'm going to write it so you can see what I'm talking about. So you can just write qui ennuie, just like that. Okay, let's move on with our last verb and last two adjectives. Perturber. So when you disturb the class, you would use that verb, perturber. Perturbateur, perturbatrice, okay, disturbing. Donc perturbateur, perturbatrice. Un étudiant perturbateur. Un étudiant perturbateur, c'est un étudiant qui fait l'action de perturber. C'est un étudiant qui perturbe. Okay, who disturbs the class. So this is it for the formation of the adjectives. Of course, before I stop the video, there is one thing you need to keep in mind. These adjectives are going to be used the same in the masculine and in the masculine ones and feminine ones. You can also use them in the plural form. Donc créateur, possessif. Ennuyeux with X. you don't need because X is also the form of plural. Créatrice, possessive, et ennuyeuse. So this is it for my lesson on how to form the adjectives. I hope it was clear. I hope you learned something. And if you have any questions, please feel free to raise them in class. Merci. Au revoir.